And then in the header and footer group, so we have here the header and footer group. Under the insert tabs, so select the page number and then select the position. So where to insert the page number. So you have here the options, top of page, bottom of page, page margins. Okay, and then we have also here current position, and then we have the sub options. Now for our research, so we will be using this plane number 3 option. The page number is inserted on the right top of our page. Now, since we will not be reflecting the page number on the first page of our paper, so just click for a while. I think someone wants to join. I didn't. View. Nawala lagi. Where I can find the request. Nawala lagi. Wala pa to sila na-accept ba? Nawala man. Nasa man ito mag-view? I'm not presenting a presentation or a PowerPoint presentation, ma'am. I'm just mirroring my screen. Can you see my Microsoft Word screen, ma'am Orapa? It's not your document because you can divide your documents into sections. And then you can apply or insert page numbering to every section of your document. So here, since we have not divided this or inserted, we have not inserted section breaks to our document. So the page numbering here is continuous. So from the first page, so 1, so you can see we have 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5, 7. So this is the preliminary section of the manuscript. 10, 11, and 12. Now, next page is the main body. So no page number. So how to make the page number on this page disappear? So just check this different first page. And then next is we have 14. Now, this 14 here, supposedly this is 2. Why 2? Because this is another section of the document. Now, since we have deleted the section break a while ago, so the page numbering here is continuous. Supposedly, this is page number 2, but using the number. Now, on the preliminary section here, this should be in lowercase Roman numeral. So the preliminary section of our research paper must use the lowercase Roman numeral. So how to change? This page number format? So open the narita sa page 2 so that we can see the page number. So open the header of your document to activate the page number. How to activate? So if you are in the page area, so just double click on the header section of your document, okay, to display the header and footer tab. Now under this tab, we have here the page number option in the ribbon in the header and footer group. Now we can change the page number format here. Okay, so you can change here how the page numbers look in the header or footer. Now, in the page number format, just change the number format because this is the default. So by default, the page number format is 123. So change this into the lowercase Roman numeral, so the I. So by clicking this one, and then specifying the start value, because you can also customize or change the start value, like start at 0, start at 2, okay, depending on the page number that you are going to work on. So for example, that is already an insertion, and then you have already your existing document, and then um, there is a page that you want to insert. So you have already printed the document, and then you're just going to insert a new page. So dili na pwede nimo igubaon ang imuhang page numbering. So you can customize this one. Okay, you can put I or I dash like that page number. So we have here, okay, so we'll start from 1, from I, and then click OK. So this will be changed to the lowercase Roman numeral. But look at the main body of our manuscript. So we'll see if the main body is, so we have, okay, so what happens here, the main body of our manuscript is also using this lowercase Roman numeral. So supposedly number na ni siya, di ba? 1, 2, 3. So what to do next is add or insert. Okay, add a section break. So para sa ng section break. Now you can use section breaks class to divide and format documents of all sizes. So for example, you can break down sections into chapters and add formatting such as columns, headers, footers, page borders to each section in the document. Now, how to add a section break? First is select where you want a new section to begin. Now, since we want a new section to begin here on this page, where our chapter 1 is located. So, before chapter 1, edit as a previous page. Okay. Naapaman sa header. So, our header and footer is still active because this is displayed, as you can see on the selection bar. Okay, this portion here of your document class is known as the selection bar. Why is it called selection bar? Because when you position your insertion point, your mouse pointer here, it will become a right pointing arrow. So meaning you can select the line. Now this one, our mouse pointer is not changing to right pointing arrow because our header and footer section is active or open. So double click on the document. Okay. So again, our goal here is to start from 1. Okay. This page is 1, and then this is 2, and then we will change the page number format to numbers. So instead of this Roman numeral. So again, select where you want to add a new section. So before this page, before the chapter 1 page, insert here a section break. So how to insert a section break? Open the layout tab. Okay. Go to layout tab and then select break. So we have here breaks. And there are 2 types of breaks in Microsoft Word. So we have the page breaks and the section breaks. Okay, you can see the definition or the purpose of each type of breaks in the ribbon. So after opening the section break, so choose the type of break that you want to insert. So we have here ang inserted. Now since we don't want to insert a new blank page, we are just going to divide the document into sections. So we will insert section break, so not a page break. Okay. Now in the section break, so we have here, the first option is the next page. Now the next page, this section break starts the new section on the following page. So we have here insert a section break and start the new section on the next page. So that is why we have to move our insertion point before that chapter 1 page. We have also here another option, continuous. This continuous option, the section break starts the new section on the same page. This type of section class is often used to change the number of columns without starting a new page. You can also explore, you can also try all these types of section breaks so that you can see the difference. Then next is we have the even page. The even page, the section break starts a new section on the next even number page. And the last option is the opposite. So the odd page, the section break starts a new section on the next odd numbered page. Like we have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. Okay. Now, the appropriate section break to insert here is the next page. So we will insert the section break and start the new section on this page, on the chapter 1 page. Okay. Again, position your insertion point where you want to insert the section break, and then open the layout tab or go to the layout tab, and then in the page setup group, we have your breaks, and then insert next page break. Okay. Now, kung imong tan-awon, naunsa naman siya ning insert na sa section break because the page number is na reset. So instead of unsa tong page number niya ni ganina 14 or 12. So this is now 2 because this is 1 and this is 2. Now next is since this is the page number format that is being inserted by Microsoft Word, meaning ang nakaset niya is this page number format. So what to do? To change the number format to number. So just double click the header to open the page number, and then in the header and footer, ari na po mo balik, same process, so page number and then format page numbers. So this time, we will be using the numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and still start at 1, and then okay. So we have here 1, okay, 1, and then we have here 2. Now, try to review the preliminary section if still using the Roman numeral. So we have here the Roman numeral. Now, if you have not inserted or added a section break, so you cannot customize the page number format on this page. So you have to add first a section break before customizing the page number. Okay, o nag-customize ka ni class, wala kay section break. So sila kung tanan ma-change starting from the first page of the document. Okay. Now, kani, supposedly, there is no 1 here because it's already checked. Nawa, wala siya. Pero, I don't know, i-print ani kung mugawas ba na siya. So, you have here 2 and then 3. Okay? So, no need to separate your document. So, just add section break. Now, how to view if you have inserted your section break? Nakalimot man ko, nag-add ba ko or wala? Okay. Just show ito bitang paragraph mark. Asa ganito i-show ang paragraph mark. To show the paragraph mark or the symbols, the non-printing symbols, in the show hide. Okay, by clicking the show hide button. Okay, so try to click your show hide button. And then here, sorry. Naglabad na naging sige ko. Sorry. Chapter 1. Okay. So here we have, okay, section break. Again, how to view your section break. Just click the show hide button. Okay, to show paragraph marks and other symbols or hidden formatting symbols in your document. Okay, if you want to remove this one, so just highlight. Okay, so this one on the selection bar. So this is what I was mentioning a while ago. This section in your document is known as the selection bar. Palahira ang arrow. If you're in the document, sa may imuhang look at your mouse pointer, diba? That is I, okay? And then it shows also the paragraph alignment. But if you're going to position or hover on the hover, meaning positioning your mouse pointer over that space or part of the document or icon, so that is hover. So if you hover on this part of your document, so you have there the the right pointing arrow. So this is the selection bar. This is also the left margin of your document. Now, why is it called the selection bar? Because you can use this portion of your document to select, diba? Select lines. You can drag to select multiple lines, or you can click once to select a specific or particular line. Okay. So do you have any questions? Were you able to follow the steps on how to add section break and how to customize the page number format? Questions? Inserting captions to your table, to your figures, and equation. Now, the problem class, you are going to manually type the table title and the figure title. Now, if there are revisions or changes made in your document, diba, you have to manually also adjust the table numbering or the figure numbering. Now, normal naman na nga after the proposal hearing or after the oral defense, so na ay mga changes and there are revisions also. Now, especially if there are tables to be inserted, no? Like, for example, there are data that have not presented in your manuscript. So you have to insert new tables, or if there are figures to add or to be added to the document, so you have to adjust also the figure numbering. And then the disadvantage of manually labeling, we call that one as labeling your figures or tables. So just like this one. So there are only two figures. Now, if you want to insert a new figure between 1 and 2, so you're going to change the figure number of 2 to 3, diba? And then you are going to manually also edit or change the page numbering. Same with tables. So for example, you have lots of tables in your thesis or in your research paper. So wala na siya naka-auto caption. Now, if there are new tables inserted, so i-manual sa that we adjust the rest of the table numbers. So instead of manually inserting or labeling your tables or equations, if you have equations or your figures, so insert, saan may inyong i-insert? Auto caption. So we call that one as label. So add, you can format, or you can delete captions in Word easily. So how? Now, again, you can add these captions to your figures. Naman yung mga figures, no? And then to your equations, especially those who are those who engage in katong mga mathematical nga mga researches or topics pa. So you have lots of equations in your paper. Or you can also label other objects in your document. So what is this caption? So a caption is a numbered label. Diba? We have table 1, figure 1, equation 1, diba? That you can add to your figure, your table, equation, or another object in your document. So it comprises of customizable text, like figure, table or equation, or something else that you want to type in your label. So followed by an ordered number or letter, like 1, 2, 3, or characters ABC. So which can be optionally followed by some additional descriptive text if you like. Like this one, we have our table 4 and then the title of the table. Okay. Now, we will practice on how to insert. So, kani, sige, pasagdaan lang na ito. So, kani, this is manually type. Kani is, we will try to insert a new table. So, kani, table 1. Sige. So, this is distribution of respondents. So, we will add a new table here. Itanaw na to dito sa list of tables kung the rest of the tables will be adjusted. So, since we will insert a new table, so table 1, so katong table 2 adto, mahimo na tong table 3. So, we will remove the non-printing symbols. We will insert a new table. For example, we have here, by attack add. Insert table. Ano man hindi man ko ka-drag? It is just to drag the dimensions. Sige. We'll just type the number of rows and columns. So we'll insert here at 3 by 2 by 3 na. 2 by 3 table. Okay. So this is the new table, and then we will label. Hindi mo work ang arrow up so that we can insert a new line. Kung yan ba yung table class din na sa ibabaw din, imong inaog, just press the arrow up. Possibly I can. Something you search. We can start this. Still using my tab. Eh, mas paspas mo pick up yung signal kaysa ko ang laptop. Ano lang. Delete table. Ito, delete ko na. Simplify siya. Simplify siya. So, na delete row. So, okay. We have here. So, still we have table 1 and then table 2. So, how to add a caption to your table? Go to References tab. Okay, you can also make an idiot guide in your end. Just type or write the tab to open and then the options to select in the ribbon. Okay. Go to the References tab and then under the Captions group, we have here the Captions group. Natin insert caption. Okay. So this is where you can label yung auto caption. Ang mabutan ani is table 1. Now since this document uses the auto caption feature of Microsoft Word, so you can detect that this is the second table or table 2 in the document. Okay, again, if the label here is figure or equation, okay, set it to table. Okay. If this is the first table in your document, so that will be captioned as table 1. Now, since this is the second table, we have table 2, and then just click OK. Okay. And then, you can add the title. So, for example, table 2 in the document. Okay, saan na ito? Keyboard. Yan. You can change the properties, the font properties. Because in UV, di ba, the table titles, figure name or title should be in Arial and then 12. Ano ba yung mag-ingani na lang, no? Dili na i-change pa. Gamit na sa default format in Microsoft Word. Okay, and then, okay, center. Now, we will try to look at the list of tables kung na-updated ba or ma-update ba nato. So, view, navigation pane, the list of tables. So, we have here list of tables. Ngayon, we will update the entire table. So we have here, as you have noticed, diba? As you can see, so we have here a new table inserted. So with the title, table 2 in that document. And then the rest of the tables, ang naman, i-adjust na ang iyahang table numbering. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So imagine, try to imagine if you manually caption or label your tables, how many tables are here? So there are 22 tables. So imunan sa on of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, diba? So do not manually label or caption your table. So auto caption. Add caption to your tables and figures. Okay? Ano naman? Later on, I will demonstrate on how to make this table of figures. Ano naman eh? Diba? This is same with inserting table of contents. Katong automatic table of contents. Okay. Question? Nakuha ra? Very silent. Silence means yes. Okay. So, kinahanglan mo practice mo na ha. So, insert. Sige. Dahil magama taog. Ano na lang. Ano maguto existing. Sige, we'll insert a new table here. Para atong practicean sa atong inserting table of figures. So, insert. So, this is our table 1. So, ganina, no? Dito ka-insert of blank line. So, kung di mo ka-insert of blank line, ha? Arrow, right, and then up. So, this is, sorry. How to add, so references, and then insert caption. So, di ba? Table 1. Okay. Then, this is the first, the first table. Arial, and then 12. And then we'll insert another table here. Kanang inyuhang chapter 2, di ba? Mao na ang pinakadaghan og table katong data presentation. So insert. Okay, not insert. References, insert caption. So, still table. Okay. If you want to add a new label class, you can click on this option. So, new label, and then you can customize. You can add your text. Again, you can add or you can type here your desired text, or you can customize the caption or the label. So, table 2. So the second table. Then we'll just copy the format here. Okay. And then we'll add one more. Insert table. Table 3, third. So this is not only for your thesis, ha? You can use this one in your documents. So lang i-copy iyahang format. Okay. So the third table in the document. So we have here 3 tables, and then we'll move this to the next page so that we can add table of figures. So we'll insert page number. Dali ka tama ka. Subtract. Ayan. Page number. Now here, how to add the list of tables. Diba? We have here a list of tables and the table number, title, and page. Now to automatically insert table of figures, okay, same tab. Go to references tab and then insert table of figures. Ganina kay in inserting a caption, we selected this insert caption. This time, we will insert a list of tables. So where to? So here, insert table of figures. And then in the table of figures, make sure that the caption label is set to your desired list. So for example, since we will be inserting a list of tables, so this caption label must be set to table. If you are going to insert a list of figures, so set this to figures. So we have here the print preview and the web preview if you're going to upload your document online. Okay, so since we will be inserting a table of tables or a list of tables, so set this to table. Okay, and then, okay, you can also modify this one. We have here the button where you can modify. Okay, so you can change the look of your title, the style of your title. So we have here, okay, so we have now the list of tables. And then we will insert here the title, the list of tables, and then tanan inyo og table number, and then the title. So just click to set the tab stop. I hope that you have not forgotten on how to set tab stop. So we have here title, and then click here to set another tab stop for the page number. Now, okay. So if you have to adjust this one, so just drag, okay, and then okay. So here, this will become a link. So just like with the table of contents, so you can view the table by holding down the control key and then control click. So we have table 1. Now we will move this. For example, we will move table 3. So we will delete this one and then we'll move this to the other page. So for example, ano sa page 4 ang imuhang isa ka table. Okay. Now since already in on page 4, so ang imuha diri is still on page 2 to update. So just update the table. So update entire table. So look at the page number. So that is automatically what? Adjusted or updated to page 4. So sa yun ra, di ba? Bahala pa na daghang mga insertions, mga changes that you made in the document, so you can easily update your list of tables. So this also works with figures. Okay, so we'll insert figures in our document. So asa man yung figures, di ba? In chapter 1, you have your conceptual framework, you have your research flow, di ba? Okay, so for example, we have here our first figure. So we'll just insert your sample images. Okay, pictures. Or we'll just insert no fill. So do you know how to copy shapes without clicking the copy paste? Para automatic na ba? Para mas dali. Just hold down. For example, this is your theory. And if you want to copy the symbol to your right for the saan ang naa sa right? The legal basis, no? The legal basis. Okay, so just hold on the control key. So this is how to copy objects, not only for shapes, but all objects in your document. So hold on the, click the object to be copied, and then hold on the control key, and then drag it to your desired location. Okay, where you want to place the object. Ano lang, basta yun, di ba? Okay, drag lang. So for example, kaning duha imong i-copy, so shift, and then click the other rectangle and then drag. So you can now have 4 rectangles. So that you can move this or resize this one. Okay, you can together, you can group this 4, diba? There are 4 objects. You can make this 4 objects into one by grouping this object. So select, so shift, okay, shift, hold on, just hold on the shift key and then select your objects and then right click and then group. Okay, para inyo nang move around the text area. So mo man inyong kasaputan, for example, if you are creating a flow chart, for example, your research flow, okay, magdagandagan na silang tanan. And then if you group your objects class, you can easily resize, okay, the object. Kung wala na siya pasibo sa imuhang page, okay, you will be using 1.5 or following, you will be following the prescribed margins, diba? 1.5 for the left and then 1 inch for the other side. Then you can resize this one. So silang tanan mo follow, diba? So mas sayon na. Okay, so group your objects. If there's a need to ungroup your object, so just click the group object and then right click again and then you have there the option ungroup. Okay, so imo pa nang i-ungroup. Okay, ito lang nang i-group. And then we will label this one. So since this is the first figure, is there a question? And then, for arrows, if you are inserting arrow, like from the theories, di ba, ang sunod ani is, kanang katong mag inyong input box. Okay, ito sa niyan group ha. Di lang ko ka-demonstrate ani kay, and I don't know why I can't insert freeform. Sorry, freeform. Kani kay magana ani, di ba? This is your input and then stricto po na sila din sa research nga follow gid ka nga ang input nga text must be written outside the input box. So ang makita po, sorry ito lang may i-edit lang. This is for the legal basis. Now to insert a label, so insert a text box. So simple text box. So just type your input. And then, if you cannot move, okay, there are versions of Microsoft Word where you cannot easily move your object around the text area. Now, if you cannot move, so try to check the wrapping style of your object. So where? Now, under the shape, diba, if you select an object, so there is shape format added to the tab. Okay, so open the tab and then we have here the wrapping style. Okay, try to check what is the wrapping style of your or the rough text style of your kanang object. So, square, type, like that. So, behind, in front. So, pwede kag in front of text. So, ito nang mamove para makadikit din na siya sa inyong symbol class. And then remove the shape outline. So, no outline. And then, tanawa, napahak no. Napahak ang imuhang. Okay, naaman ni siya, fill color. So, remove the fill color. Lalo na po ka siya. Shape, fill, and then no fill. Okay, para maduol yun ang imuhang input nila. Okay, now for the arrow, do not use two lines. Diba? Kay, you're going to connect this symbol, okay, theories to the input box. Okay, now, sa Sagara class is, ang gamiton is kaning duha ka arrow. Si isa ka horizontal line and then another vertical line and then the connect and then the add-on of arrowhead. Now, instead of inserting two lines, the horizontal and the vertical line, use freeform. I can demonstrate because I don't know why I can insert here. Even if I will double click, I can insert. Dira. Gani. Alam mo ning open. Asa naman yun. So this one, freeform. So nga naman no. Just hold down the shift key. This one ha. Shift key para straight yun siya. So this is for the horizontal line and then click and then down. Okay. So this one. Nag-drag na ko. Nabuhian na ko ang shift key. So this one, so ito gigamit na ito, ani freeform. So ano lang na nimo. So you can adjust. Okay, og duha ka lines plus, so you're going to adjust the horizontal line. Then ano lang na. And then you can add an arrowhead. Arrow. So arrow down. So we have here. Kasi gigamit na to ani freeform. And then you can copy this one. Control C, Control V. And then imuha lang ng i-rotate. So shape format. And then we have here rotate. So flip, horizontal. And then you can move that one using the arrow key. Or you can okay. So imong tasan. So just drag. Okay, og nag-connect sa duha ka line, so ini-drag nimo sa imuhang if you're going to adjust the height of your vertical arrow, so mubuwag na si horizontal, di ba? Mag-connect na po siya. So this one, you can easily adjust the height, the width of your line. Again, use, ang sa ito gigamit sa ito, use the freeform. This one, the freeform. Para kung magkurog mo mag-line, so unsa to, para straight line, hold down the shift key. Hold down the shift key and then drag to the right. And then para mo drag ka down, so click first your mouse button before dragging down. So create a vertical line. And then simply click the lines that you have created, the lines that you have created, and then put an arrowhead. Para na ay arrow. Double arrow. So, pwede ka na yung gamiton. Diba? So, mas dali. So, we will label this one. So, this is an example of how are you going to create your research flow. So, we will group this. So, select all the objects. Fill ng input para move po na siya. If you're going to move your shapes or symbols, so group. Ay, wala na apil ang isa. Hindi sa ka na PowerPoint pwede rin mo i-highlight diretso. Kani is tagsa-tagsaon. Okay. Ano naman to? Shift. mulag siya. O siya ka ng nakaingon ko o wala pa na sila patagtauran. Delay ang response. Okay. Right click and then so this one, diba? Mas dali na. Okay, so we have here. Kani, dikit naman na kaayo. Pwede na naging mo i-double click plus you can still adjust this one. And no need to ungroup the object. So we will label this. So this time, since we have a figure, references still, go to the references tab and then insert caption. But this time, no longer a table, but a figure. So change label to a figure. So iya po nang ma-detect na this is the first figure in the document. So figure 1 and then okay. So just add here, for example, this is the research flow. Okay. Research flow. So ito na yung kopyaon ng iyahang formatting. Okay, figure 1. Then we will insert another figure here. For example, na image. So insert. Screenshot lang ta. Okay, screen clipping. Okay, kaniya to ang screen clipping. Okay. To adjust. So this is figure. Okay, references. Insert caption figure 2. So July 21 session. Okay. So we have now two figures. Like another figure. Ano sa lahi nga page. Ano sa page 5. Okay, we'll insert. Ano pwedeng insert? Pictures na lang. So this device. So may na picture. Ano? So may na din eh. Okay. Kita na. Gani lang. Insert this. Ito lang yung i-crop. Crop. O na to ang tao. Mag-crop mo hada sa corner. Okay, para proportion ang inyong height of width. We will center this one. So this is our figure. References. Caption. So figure 3. The third image. Third figure. Okay, so we are done adding or inserting 3 figures. So we'll now create table of figures. So this time we'll have the list of figures in our document. Okay, so we'll just copy this one and then paste it here. We'll just change this to figure. So same process to add table of figures. Open or go to references tab and then go to the captions group and select insert table of figures. So this time we have figure, then open. So we have figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. So this will become a link. If you're going to hold on the control key and then click on the figure title, so we have, so you will be directed to that figure. When you view the navigation pane, wala gihapon na siya mabutang dira, diba? If you want to add the title in the para mabutan ni siya sa inyong table of contents. So you must apply heading 1 to the title. So heading 1. So again, para dili siya mausab ang iyang properties, you have to customize first, diba? Try to remember our discussion in the first meeting. Modify this to Arial para dili mausap, and then the color to automatic or black, and then well. Okay. So we have list of tables. So we will just copy the format that we have applied to this test to list of figures. Para that will be included on our table of contents. So we have here the list of tables, the list of figures. Yeah. 10 minutes to practice. So what to practice? Inserting caption for figures. So you insert sample figures to your document, and then caption or label it, and then create a list of figures. Okay. 10 minutes. Ang inyong harang po aton is interview guide for quantity or descriptive research. So you're going to prepare a research instrument or questionnaire. Now, here, we will be focusing the numbering and multi-level list. Now, this is not only for preparing your research instrument, but for preparing your test questionnaires also for your classes. Okay? Now, kanina lang, I will the respondent's profile. So, ug naamoy one of the for example, one of the items to be collected is age. So, you're going to create a range of ages or bracket. What's that one? Yes, Ma'am Christine. You have a question, ma'am. The possible topics of trainings for the respondent to check. Now, since trainings attended is a multiple response item, so do not use this circle. Use the checkbox. Okay. So, checkbox. If checkbox is not found on the list, so define new symbol. Okay, and then find a checkbox. Again, if the bullet that you want to, or if the bullet that you wish to use is not found in the options, select define new bullet, and then symbol, and then just select a font where you can search for that appropriate symbol. Like for example, in Windings 2, you can find here a checkbox. So this one. Okay. For example, sa may mga training. So, training title 1 or training topic 1. Okay, training topic 2. And so on. So, this symbol or this bullet indicates that this is a multiple response item. So, the respondents can check 2 or more. Diba? 1 or more check boxes. Okay. 2 or more in the choices or options. Now, for example, nag-Likert scale mo, nag-Likert scale, like we have, sama na, disagree, strongly disagree, agree, or strongly agree, and then you have list of topics. Ang pinaka-dali nga format is you're going to insert a table. So you have here, insert table, so that you can use automatic numbering, but you can still use automatic numbering for multiple rows. So ano lang, no? So we have the item, and then for the first, second, third, and then fourth. insert until later. So this one, yun ang i-adjust. We'll insert another, insert rows below. So kani for 1, 2, 3, 4. For this is for the Likert scale, for the responses. Kung nanglapas ng inyuhang table, for example, nilapas na sa margin that, diba? This is already the right margin of your page. I-right click lang na or click this icon and then or i-right click lang na para makita ang mga menus. So right click and then you have here the auto fit. Select the auto fit to window para iyang pasibuan ang imuhang page. So we have here. Okay. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This one is for the disagree. I strongly disagree. Pwede na 1, 2, 3, 4 if you have label, ha? Since we don't have a label here, so we'll just add the descriptive value. And then disagree. We have 3, agree, and 4. Yes, strongly agree. I-table lang na ninyo. Then you have here the items. Now to center the items, no, to center the items, this column heading, to center this horizontally and vertically, so do not enter. Kung mo i-enter, more than siya centered vertically, di ba? But do not enter. Instead, use, change the layout. So, layout to this one. So, we have here align center. Okay, so this is to center your text horizontally and vertically within the cell. So, you can start encoding your items here. So, we have, use automatic numbering. So, inyo na nang i-highlight and then click the numbering button here. Okay, now since this is 3, how to reset the start value? Open the numbering button. Sorry. Yeah. Asa naman ito? Okay, 1, 2. Then to move the numbering to the left, move the first line indent and then the hanging indent. So you can now start typing the item. So item 1, item 2, so automatic na ang numbering. Ayaw na i-manual o type ang numbering para kung mag-delete ka row, automatic upon mo adjust ang numbering. Okay. So, kay ba na mo type sa manuscript, kay ba na mo gama sa questionnaire. Ang typo na lang kulang. Sige, we will move to, okay na taani, to preparing your test questionnaire. Kana para sa inyong klase. There are different types of tests, di ba? So may mga types of tests. We have multiple choice. We have the true or false. Ano yung mga tana?
Ma! Ha!
Kira to. Sige, kapoy na mo. Kisay mo, hatag og intermission number. Mo kanta. Mo kanta. Kisay mo, volunteer or kisa may kwan din na. Lamig team. Ay, laka, sayaw kay murag, apiki sa signal. Ano, dili na mag-open o camera. Si Sir Neil. Murag, nandang tingog si Sir Neil. Nawa na yung response si Sir Neil. Nawa na si Sir. Can you open your camera? Are you still there? Panang
Dear Doc.
Oh, sige. How many are you in the session room? Let me see. 41 to 40. Excluding. Sige. So, na pa sila. Kanang, nag-open ng camera. Walagi mo nangatog, anak. Sige. Checking ragod ko. Okay, thank you. Sige. Proceed ta. Hapit na mahuman. Okay, off lang yung cam para dili mag-lag. Asa na ta? So, here. So, what are the different types of tests? Multiple choice. Are you still giving identification type to your students? Identification for quizzes, no? Di ba? Hatag yapon mo identification. What else? Matching type. Mara man nino, and then discussion. Ang discussion kay numbering raman ang naa. Okay. So I will discuss on how to prepare this type of test so that I can discuss also these two buttons here in the paragraph group. And where di mo tigamit aning multi-level list, di ba? Okay. I will start with multiple choice. Okay, anadon ko nun itong mga bata o multiple choice kay mao ni ang gamit sa mga exams. Sabi na sa board exam. Okay. Multiple choice type. So there are also two types of multiple choice questions katong kasi na shading a circle, okay, shading a circle of the correct answer, or katong writing the letter, so writing the letter of the correct answer. Anak ba? Okay, so we'll have the asa matauna. So shading first, sige, shade. So our instruction shade the circle of the correct answer. Lang atong instruction. Now, in the multiple choice type class, there are two levels of numbering. So, why are there two levels? One level for the STEM, diba? For the question, and then the second level is for the choices, or for the options, or we call that one as the distractors. Now, instead of using this numbering button to create a numbered list, we will use this multi-level list. Now, this option allows us to create the multi-level list to organize items or create an outline. For example, you are encoding kanang mga documents with sections, kanang article, chapter, section, like that. To use this multi-level list button. Now here you can find the options, the list library. We have the article, the section, the headings, and so on. We have also here this list in your document. You're starting from the 1, and then the next level is 1.1, then the third level is 1.1.1. And you can have 2, 2.1, 2.1.1, like that. Okay. Now, in the multiple choice type, again, there are two levels for the STEM, or for the question, and for the choices. Now, select this multi-level list, and then define new. Okay, define new multi-level list. Now you can specify up 2, 9 levels. Now for level 1, you have to set the number format for level 1 and then another format for level 2. So again, 1 is for the question and 2 is for the choices. Okay. Now for the STEM or for the question, okay, enter here your desired formatting or the number format. Now, diba, sometimes we want to have a period after the number and then followed by the close parenthesis. If you don't like this number format, so you can remove the parenthesis or you can enclose this one with sorry. Okay. You can remove the period and then enclose the number with parenthesis. So look at the preview. So we have here 1 enclosed with parenthesis. You can also change the number style. So the number style to this one or to lowercase characters. Now since this is a test, okay, so we will use this number style 1. Now do not erase that shaded one because if you're going to erase this one and then replace it with 1 type 1, your number style will be set to none. So meaning all your numberings will be 1. So that will not increment. Okay, it will not increment by 1. So all numbers will be 1. So if you have deleted that number, so erase na and then select number style first before entering the number format. So number style, so we have here 1, 2, 3. If you want to have only the period after the number, okay, so type a period. So look at the preview. So we have 1 followed by a period. And then for level 2, so this is for the question. For level 2, so this is for the answers or for the choices. Sometimes we want to use the uppercase characters. So we have here uppercase. And then it's up to you what other characters to add. Okay. So for the number format. So I want to have only the period also. Kasi I will add the close parenthesis. So this is the number format for level 1 and this is the number format for level 2. And then, okay. So we have 1. So what is our course or subject? Asa gaman na to og exam. So may yung ipanghandulan. Science, math, sige, Gabby, give me a sample question. Any question? Multiple choice question.
What is the center of the solar system?
So what is the center of the solar system?
Solar system.
Okay. So here, supposedly, ang mo gawa sa kay A for the choices, right? Thank you, sir, for this question. Okay. Now, since number 2 is displayed in the second level, so just press the tab key, tab. So we have here A. Okay. So what are the choices, sir? Sun. Mercury.
Oh.
Jupiter.
Asteroid.
Asteroid. And
Sun.
Sun. Okay. Then for number 2, okay, ano lang. So just press enter for number 2. So for example, number 2, be, another be, lahi na pod, question. So ano siya? Multidisciplinary. Unsa nga ani? courses multi-subject exam. Yan po ta, sige, mata po ta. What is the, pulos man ni what is, oy? Di man ni, kuan, pang critical thinking skills. What is the symbol of pi? Then, if you're going to include the space after n, the entire document will be set to 2 columns. Now, we want that only this portion here, only the section will be set to 2 columns. So, highlight only up to n. And then, go to the VF tab, and then change the number of columns to 2. So, 2. And just erase the extra letter. So, if you don't want to insert also a blank line between items or between numbers, so just backspace. Sorry. Or press the delete key. So this one also, okay, adin mo allow lang na siya og 2 columns. For example, that one. But there are versions of Microsoft Word where the rest of the documents will be set to 2 columns. So unsa may ilhangan nga na set of 2 columns? In mo wala maning move, ma'am. Pero look at your roller line. That is already divided into 2. So meaning, the layout is 2 columns. Look at the roller line. Okay, kani is tanawa. This is only 1 column. This is 2 columns.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Now we cannot automatically set the number of columns for the choices because there are items with long statements, diba? So man ang inyuhanan ng tagsa-tagsa. Then we have number 4 and so on. Okay. Wait, ano man ito ang umalin na naman, oh. Sorry. Write the letter mo din ako dito, of the correct answer. Wala lagi mo ni-react. So, write the letter of the correct answer. Now, where to write the letter? So, circle the letter na lang. Kaming ka, write the letter. Where to write the letter? So, we need to change the, unsa man. Usually, we're going to let the student write the letter of the correct answer before the number. But here, we did not insert an underline before the number. So, as is lang ni. So, we are just going to let the student circle the letter of the correct answer. Later on, we will modify this one so that the student can write the letter before the number. Okay, we'll add space before the numbering. Okay, this time, we will have the shading. So, shade the circle of the correct answer. Okay. So still 2 levels. So we will be using the multi-level lists. Para sa iyo na lang inyo magama o exam. Dugay ba kaayo magsingan na? Dugay mag-check, dugay pa dyan mag-prepare o exam. May sa preparing pa lang is dali na. Diba? Problemahon na nato nang mag-check. But there are AI tool class that automatically check your paper. Pwede rin ninyo nag-picturean. Automatic na muhatag siya score. Sige. So, same process. Set the number format for the first level and for the second level. So, define new multi-level lists. So, same number format for the STEM or for the question. Now, for level 2, since we will let the student shade the circle of the correct answer, so we will have the circles on the choices. So, instead of having these characters, diba, A, B, C, D, we will replace this with circles. So, for level 2, change the number style to a bullet. Ari mo sa new bullet. Again, since we will be using circles for the choices, now in the number style option, click new bullet and then look for a circle appropriate for multiple choice exam. So asa man na siya nga font? Okay, naa sa Wingdings 2. Now, kung ang nakabutang din ha class is, for example, this one, so just press W. Okay. Na, para dadun kaniya sa mga fonts na nag-start with W. So we have here Wingdings 2, and then we have here a circle. Okay, look for a circle, and it is one. The character code is 129. So naana mo sa Wingdings, for example, sa Wingdings 2, ano pa dili na mo magsige o pangita sa circle. So just remember this character code. You can type here 129. So magawa si 129 diyan na highlight. So okay. So look at the preview. So we have here 1 followed by a period in the first level, and we have the circle in the second level. And then after setting the number style for the 2 levels, you just click OK. So we have here. Saan ba itong question na ni? Ay, sige, how much is 97 minus para dili na siya makita sa kuan operator para to make it more difficult. Ano lang, what is the difference, para maglibong siya, no? Ano sa difference? Answer of subtraction, answer of an addition, ano lang. What is the difference of 90 and 80? Ay, gamay lang ang kuan. 17 and 5. Yan lang. Diba? Kaya sa butangan na tuog, how much is 17 minus 5? Para magkunaw na pala. Kung saan ka ning difference? Minus ba? Add ba? Multiplication ba? Diba? Okay. So, what is the difference of 17 and 5? Lang. So, tab. So, when you press tab, so it will give you the circle. Okay. So, unsa man ni? Kung iyang i-add, the answer is 22. Kung iyang kasi nga na ni, kung iyang i-minus, the answer is 17 minus 5. 12. Kung iyang i-divide, so 3 point something. So 3 point, kailan man na? Kailan may 17 divided by 5? Help you. 3 point? Nangatog na sila.
Dok. 3.2.
Na 17 divided by
3.4, Doc.
3.4, Dok.
5? 3.4. Sa iyo, ito yung natap na number, ma'am. Sige, kung ato na siyang i-multiply, 17 times 5, 35, 33, so 85. Nag-carry pa dyan. So 85. Okay, and then to proceed to the next item, so just press enter, then enter again, and then 2. So, unsa na may ato ang question ani? So, ano na mo, and then define new number format. Do not forget to highlight the numbers, ha? And then, put here an underline. Put here an underline. How to make an underline? Shift and then underscore. Na, enough for the letter. Okay? So, ang problema, ani kay, na naguba ay mong formatting. So, imuha lang nang i-highlight and then adjust. Adjust na lang na kinilagpot, kinag-type na manggod mo. Ay, nag-type na manggod ta. So, ang mahitabo is we will adjust na lang the spacing. Kaya wala man gusto nato na sa daan nga ingon ana ang ato ang number format. Okay. So, ano na. So, at least, automatic siya nga nagbutang o underline. And be friends with the symbols on the roller line. The first line indent, the hanging indent, and the left indent. Okay. Next is we have the true or false. The true or how are you going to give true or false type exam? Basta pa ano ninyo pasuwaton yung T ug F, mangilad man atong students. Na may T nga murag F, na po'y F nga murag T, di ba? True or false. Yeah. Now for the true or false, sa itong style for the true or false. Write true if the statement is true. Sige. Para ito na to ang full nga true or false, di ba? So right. Sige. Now for the non, katong mga wala sa academe, katong mga main ba mo tanan? Dili, no? Katong mga non-teaching students here, you can use this for creating kind of mga feedback form, di ba? Mga survey form. So, make and underline. Now, this is also useful for creating identification type exam. So, same with identification. But usually, we will let the student write the answer on the space provided before the number. So, you can apply this one both for true or false and identification type. So, there is only one level of numbering, di ba, for the true or false and identification. So, we will be using this button, the numbering button, so not the multi-level list. So, here in the numbering button, define new number format. And then, since we have already here a number format with the underline, so pwede na mo diretso of okay. Manong A man. If that is A, go back to the number format, and then the number style is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ngayon, the number format, we will set to make an underline. Wala siya ng effect diretso, okay? And then move it to the left kung move siya sa right. And then you can type here the statement. Okay, the capital of Bohol is Baclayon. Two. So we have here the second statement, the third statement, statement number 4.
4:30. 4:30.
Now, if you want to adjust for example, the line is too long or too short, so you can still edit or modify the line width. Okay. So just highlight what you have typed and then balik ari, define new number format and then adjust the width of your line. Pwede i-shorten, pwede o patasan. Okay. And then if there is much space between the numbering and the text, so just adjust using the hanging indent. This one, the hanging indent. If you want to move the whole items to the left, unsay buhaton, see left indent, not the first line. And what will happen if only this first line indent will be moved? So kana lang numbering ang move. So dili mo puyog si item. So what you'll do is drag the left indent para silang tanan maoy mo puyog, ma-move. Mana difference. Sige. So again, you can use this for the identification also. Now, if you want the kuan, para dili na magsudsuwa si student of true or false, you can have the T or F before the number and then just let them circle T or F. For example, make a circle T if the statement is true. Otherwise, circle F in circle. So instead of having this number format, you can replace this with T or F. So still, and the numbering button, define new number format, and then replace the underline with C, and then F. Ano na format? So you have P or F. Move it to the left, and then you can type here the statement. Okay, your statement. Okay, statement. Ayan. Ba, usahay kay magana mo magama. Column A, and then tab mo, tab. Column B. Ito na to word column. So, 1. Pinakasayo na lang. Number 1. Sige, numbering ka. Numbering. 4 man na. Ari mo sa set numbering value, start at 1. Okay. 2 plus 2. Then tab mo, yan mo yung option sa A. Now, for example, word ang inyong ihatag nga choices na digit 5. And then 2. 3 times 2. And then you have your B. And then 6. Yung answer. 8. Capital na to kay 8. Kung mag-enter mo ani og lain nga item, di ba? Ning 2 siya, pero automatic si column A, pero si B, ayon sa man, na-move si B. Sa column B, na-move si B. So, you're going to adjust. So, imo na ng isi. Diba? And then, kari, mo na po din mong B. So, na akin kay 50 divided by, may divided by ano so slash divided by 10. So, ano ka? B, so, dili mo automatic o adjust ang column B. Now, kung kuan mo, if you're handling preschool, or grade 1, di naman magkuano, di naman mga pictures, kaya bitang i-connect, diba? Connect. So, you will be using the circle here, and then i-connect ang line. So, 1, 2, C, for example, or this circle. So, you can replace this one with the circle, diba? Instead of having the ABC, you can replace it with the circles para ato i-connect ni pupil ang line. So, not the letters. So here we cannot easily customize the number format. Kaya atuam na siyang manually type. So instead of having this column, in making a a matching type exam, insert a table. Insert a 2 by 2 table. So insert 2 by 2 table. So the first row will be used for the column headings. Control B. So we have the column A, and then we have here column B. So column A will be for the items. So for example, sa may mga, we will be using this number format. Kanina lang. Okay, 4 man. Start na siya 4. Set numbering value to 1. Okay. Then move a little bit to the left.
Ang ngayon, Chiko.
Okay, 1. Sige. Ito nagyapon ng copy on 2 plus 2. Then, circa 50 divided by 10. And then number 3 is 3 times 2. Like that. So, kani, this is another column 1. So we can set a number format in the second column. So we will be using ABCD. This one, ABCD. Okay. So we have here 5. Now, one of the rules in making a matching type exam is you are going to sort the lists in column B alphabetically. For example, we have here 5, okay, 6, but you don't have it sort manually. So you can automatically sort this alphabetically by highlighting the list. dili mo kay mag-insert ka ani class. For example, imo na ipinagsatagsa o ay i-arrange ni mo daan. What if you're going to enter here 10? Ana, so naguba na pati mong list. So you can sort the lists by highlighting this and then go to layout. So once your insertion point is inside the table, there are two tabs added, the table design and layout. So highlight the lists and then open the layout tab. Then you have your sort. To arrange the current selection in ascending or descending order. Sige, sort. And then you have here by default, this is set to ascending. So sort by paragraphs and then okay. So we have here. So this is already sorted alphabetically. Now if you want to add more items in the first column, so dili ma-affected ang imuhang column B. Dito, we have know what it looks like when you print your document. So wala na same order. If you want to add a separator, so you can highlight the first column, then add right border. You have right border, highlight the first row, and then add the bottom border. So para ini-print na ay separator of the two columns. So masayon tan-awon sa mga bata. Pero kung mag-connect-connect, so no need to add the border. So ino border lang ina. Kana bitang connect. So inyong hakita hining alisdan to